Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Spark. My name is Mia.
And I'm Leo. We're so happy you can join us for our weekly podcast for English learners.
In every episode, we try to help you with the English you need for everyday life. And today, we have a really big topic.
A very big topic, and it's something we all think about every single day.
That's right, we are talking about time, how to tell the time, how to talk about dates, and how to make plans.
It's so important. You need these words for school, for work, for meeting friends, for everything. So, are you ready to start?
Let's dive in. So, let's begin with the basics. The day. A day is 24 hours long, and we can split it into different parts. We start with the morning.
Right, the morning. For me, the morning starts when my alarm clock rings at 7 a.m. I have my breakfast, take a shower, and get ready to work.
The morning is usually from when you wake up until 12 o'clock in the middle of the day, and that special time, 12, is called noon.
Noon. I usually have my lunch at noon.
Me too. Afternoon. We have the afternoon. This period lasts from about 12 p.m. to maybe 5 or 6 p.m.
Yeah, for most people, the afternoon is the second part of the workday.
It is, and when work is finished and the sun starts to go down, we enter the evening.
I love the evening. It's time to relax, make dinner, and spend time with family. It's my favorite part of the day.
And finally, when it gets very dark and we go to bed, it's the night.
Right. So the full cycle is morning, afternoon, evening, and then night. And then it starts all over again.
Exactly. Now, to be more precise about the time, we need a special tool.
Let me guess. A clock.
You got it. We see clocks everywhere. On our phones, on our computers, on the walls. A clock tells us the exact time. It shows us the hour, the minute, and the second.
Those three words are key. A second is a very short bit of time. If you blink your eyes, that takes about a second.
A great example. And there are 60 seconds in 1 minute.
And then 60 minutes make 1 hour.
A century is 100 years. It's incredible to think that we still use the same system our ancestors did so long ago.
It shows it's a very good system.
Okay, so we know about hours, minutes, and seconds. Now let's practice saying the time. This can be a little confusing for learners.
It can. There are a few different ways to say it. Let's start with the easiest one. When it's an exact hour, like 4 o'clock.
In that case, we use the word o'clock. So we say, it's 4 o'clock, or the meeting starts at 4 o'clock.
Simple enough. Okay, what about when it's 30 minutes past the hour? Let's say 6:30.
Good one. For 30 minutes, we use the phrase half past. So 6:30 is half past 6.
Right, because 30 minutes is half of an hour. Half past 6. I've got it.
Perfect. Now for 15 minutes past the hour. For example, 9:15. Do you want to try, Leo?
I do. 15 minutes is a quarter of an hour. So is it a quarter past 9?
Yes, that is exactly right. A quarter past 9. You're a natural at this.
Thank you. Now for the really tricky one. What about when it's 45 minutes past the hour, like 2:45?
This is where we change from past to 2. 2:45 is 15 minutes before 3 o'clock. So we say it's a quarter to 3.
A quarter to 3. I see. That's a very important rule to remember.
But what if the time isn't a perfect quarter, Leo?
For other times, we just say the minutes. For example, if it's 10:20, we can say it's 10:20 or it's 20 past 10.
A quarter to 3. I see. That's a very important rule to remember.
You've got it. And to make it all clear, we use two little abbreviations, AM and PM.
Well, AM is for the time from midnight, 12 o'clock at night, to noon, and PM is for the time from noon until midnight.
Okay, so if you have an appointment at 8, it's very important to know if it's 8 a.m. in the morning or 8 p.m. in the evening.
That is a very important difference. You don't want to show up for dinner at 8 in the morning. What are your plans for tonight, Leo?
Tonight at 7 p.m., I'm going to a yoga class. The word tonight means this evening or this night.
Okay, let's zoom out from the clock and look at the bigger picture. Let's talk about the calendar.
A great idea. The calendar helps us organize our days. A group of 7 days is called a week.
Right. The week starts for many people on Monday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday are the weekday or weekdays.
This is when most people have their regular work or school schedule. But after the weekday, we have the weekend.
My favorite 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. The weekend is a time for fun, family, and rest.
I couldn't agree more. Now, a group of about 4 weeks makes a month, and there are 12 months in 1 year.
The first month of the year is January, and the last month of the year is December. My birthday is in April, which is in the spring. When is your birthday, Leo?
Mine is in October, in the autumn. I love autumn with all the beautiful colors.
That brings us to the 4 seasons. We have spring, when new flowers grow, then the hot summer, which is perfect for beach holidays.
After summer comes the cool autumn, and finally the cold winter. I love December because even if it's winter, we have the holidays to look forward to.
All of this language is so useful for planning our lives. To keep track of everything, I use a diary.
A diary or a planner. I use the calendar app on my phone. I put every important date in there.
A calendar just shows the dates, weeks, and months. A diary has space to write notes for each day. For example, yesterday was my friend's birthday, so I wrote a note in my diary to call him.
That's a great use for it. And what about tomorrow? Any plans?
Yes, tomorrow I have a very important meeting at 11 a.m. I have it marked in big letters. It's important to manage your working hours carefully.
I agree. I have a monthly report to finish this week. I work on it a little bit every day.
That's a good system, a daily habit. We also have a weekly team meeting every Monday morning. It helps us plan for the week ahead.
Taking just a moment to plan your day can make a huge difference. You can plan your appointments, your meetings, and remember everything that happened in the past. Before we finish, let's quickly talk about a few more useful time words.
Good idea. For example, when you have a doctor's visit, you make an appointment. You need to arrive on time for your appointment.
Yes, being on time is very important. Some people have a weekly meeting. That means it happens once every week.
Right. For example, we have a weekly team meeting every Monday.
And don't forget the word midnight. Midnight is 12 o'clock at night. It is the start of a new day.
Exactly. When the clock shows 12 a.m., it is midnight.
Also, remember the word past. We use past to talk about minutes after the hour, like 10 past 6.
Well, I can't believe it, but our time is almost up for today.
Time flies when you're having fun. We covered so much.
We talked about the clock, the calendar, telling the time, the days of the week, the months of the year. We really hope this episode was helpful.
That's all the time we have for today on English Spark. Thank you for listening. Join us again next week. Until then, goodbye.
Bye, everyone.